What is going on, you guys? AK40 Kevin here in the gamer heaven, and recently a subscriber on a video I uploaded a few days ago, Brian Polhamus, I hope I'm pronouncing your last name correctly, I'm probably butchering it, but he said I should make a video of my idea or version of a perfect Elite 3 controller from Microsoft. That's most likely because I've made several videos covering, disassembly as well as long-term ownership review of my Elite 1, which was decked out of the titties, fully customized. I've also had a lot of time behind the sticks of the Elite 2, and I have also reviewed several premium controllers, Scuff, AIM, Battle Beaver, Razer, Astro C40, just to name a few. I've probably done close to 30 premium controller reviews on this channel, not to mention I do have a small business building custom controllers, picture on screen here. So I have a ton of experience with controllers for Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC, pretty much just about anything you can think of, even retro controllers. So I am extremely excited for this because this is actually something that I wanted to do for a while, and maybe it just took a gentle push from a subscriber to get it done. Without further ado, let's crack right into this shit. Alrighty guys, so jumping right into this, I'm going to have some, footage playing here of my initial unboxing and review of the Elite 2. Now, I did really enjoy my Elite 1. I had it for about a year. I gamed with it pretty frequently. I never had any of the stick drift issues or broken bumpers or broken face buttons that are very, very common. So obviously people are having those issues, and I'm not saying that those aren't valid. Obviously, so many people are speaking up about it. It's obviously a thing. So I do have some solutions for how Microsoft can combat that quality control and also make their controller feel better in this video. So first of all, I will say the face buttons being a high point of failure and also not feeling great. They feel just like a stock, Xbox controller. Here's the new Series S and X controller. What they should do is replace those with full mechanical face buttons. That would increase their production costs just a skosh. Not very much though, because they buy these parts, these components in bulk from China or whatever. And so like the Razer controllers, the Wolverine Tournament and Ultimate, and even the PlayStation Raiju from Razer, those all have fully mechanical face buttons, which feel just like a gaming mouse or keyboard. It's just a nice tactile click. They feel phenomenal. They're not too noisy, so you're not going to hear it over your headset. And they feel great, and also they're much, much more durable. You get like I think they're rated for like 1 million clicks without any failure or anything like that. So that would eliminate their quality control issues. They can still leave the same design that they had with the Elite 2 of blacked out buttons or all whited out buttons, as you can see from this video here, which I think look a lot better than like the stock, multicolored buttons. Whenever I'm customizing a controller, I ditch those for some bullet buttons or something like that. So the thumbstick tension here, you see I'm adjusting it right there. Those, I like the design where they're magnetized. You can pop them off, and you have 6 optional sticks to put on there. Maybe they could throw in another 2, so they have 8, maybe like a domed, concaved, and then different heights. Just throw in a couple extra options and whatnot. I do think they could also add a little bit more resistance with the little tool that you could use to adjust the thumbstick sensitivity, as it does get a little bit stiffer, but I would like full control to where you can actually crank that sucker down and get really resistant right analog stick, because that's going to help you with that precise aiming for sure, especially with a taller right stick on there. Also, with the triggers, they should use the same tool that they use on the analog sticks. Have a little port in the back of the triggers where you can slide in, similar to Scuff, but not identical, so you're not impeding on their trademark. Use that tool and actually be able to adjust thumbstick tension as well. Now, I don't mean how far the thumbstick pulls down, like some kind of hair trigger, because you obviously have those 3-stage trigger locks, which I think I'm messing around with right here in the video, which are fantastic. Leave those the way they are, but have an adjustable spring in there that you can tighten or loosen to give you different trigger resistance for people with stronger fingers or people that prefer to feel a stiffer trigger. I think that'd be really cool. Should not cost a whole lot of extra production costs or anything like that. Leave those 3-stage trigger locks in there. Cosmetically, I think the controller looked so great. Ergonomically, perfect. That's why they didn't change much of anything for the Series S and X, because ergonomically, the Xbox One controllers were great. The 360 controllers were great. Microsoft has had the controller game nailed down ever since basically the 360. So anyway, adjustable triggers, like I just mentioned, obviously no doubt it'll be USB-C. They can still have, you know, a battery tray in the back where you can put in disposable batteries, but most people just end up getting a rechargeable battery pack off Amazon, which I highly recommend. They're about 20 bucks. It comes with 2 batteries. You just charge them and you save a fortune in disposables. So if they wanted to take the route of just having a built-in internal battery with a USB-C cable to charge it, I think that'd be a great idea. Bumpers, huge point of failure here. What they need to do is just go ahead and use the exact bumpers that they have on the new Series S and X controller, because they are much more durable than what we had even in the Elite 2. They are thicker, more durable plastic, and also the way that they mount to the shell, it has 2 clips that hold it down, and it also is a more direct path for the bumpers to hit the button, so it's a much more crisp, tactile click. You hear that there? Yeah, they're phenomenal. Absolutely love the bumpers on the new Series S and X controller. So just use those bumpers. That won't increase production costs at all because they already have these, you know, produced by the millions for the Series S and X. Other than that, I think the controller ergonomically is great. I think that rubberized coating they had on there feels super good in the hand. Like I said, add a little bit more thumbstick sensitivity adjustment. Add the functionality of trigger sensitivity or strength adjustment. Replace the face buttons with mechanical switches. That is the biggest one right there that would increase their production costs because it's a better component. But it's worth it. People will enjoy not having to replace them and the fact that they feel, you know, so crisp and tactile. Other than that, I think the D-pad has been great on the Elite 1 and 2, having that magnetic wheel that you could pop off. Now, as for the paddles here, because obviously this is a premium controller, paddles are absolutely critical, and it makes a huge difference. I've tested a lot of premium controllers with shitty paddles and a lot of ones with pretty phenomenal ones. So, obviously, there's patents on all these, so they can't imitate or copy. However, just sticking with the design they have of magnetic thumbsticks that are removable, so if you only need 2 or you want to have like one up here and one down here or God knows whatever, I think that's great. They shaved down about 20 to 30% off the paddles for the Elite 2. The Elite 1, not only were they too long, but they also were off the shell by about a 1/4 inch, so you could heat them up with a heat gun and then put them in a vice grip and bend them out a little bit to where they're closer to the shell. But honestly, I mean, nobody's really going to want to do that unless you're a controller customizer like myself. And you know, you shouldn't have to. Getting a premium controller should be exactly how you want it right out of the box. So they could shave down a further 20 to 30% off their paddles so that you never accidentally actuate them, but they're always there resting at your fingertips when you need them. I think that'd be great. They did a good job with the Elite 2, and I think if they further that direction, shaving them down a little bit more, they'd be absolutely perfect for the Elite 3. Now, do I think there is going to be an Elite 3? Yes, I do. I absolutely do. They sold a shitload of the Elite 2. They were having quality control issues, but if they implement some of the things that I mentioned, like using their new bumpers, which they already have produced, using mechanical switches, which aren't going to cost too much more to produce, and they're going to feel great and have much more durability, and then, you know, thumbstick drift wasn't a huge issue on the Elite 2. It was on the 1. I never suffered from it, but some people did. So, and here's the thing, you know, the Elite 1 and 2, and even just a regular Xbox controller are usable on the S and X, Series S and X, and the Series S and X controller is completely usable and functional on a Xbox One or 1S or 1X. They're cross-compatible because the controllers are so damn similar. So I think that they will have an Elite 3 come out for their new generation consoles, and I think people will buy them. They were great controllers, and you know, if it starts getting around through word of mouth, through YouTubers and streamers and, you know, content creators that they have fixed the quality control issues, people will continue to buy the Elite 3 when it comes out. They were good. The Elite 2 was good. They just need to fix these quality control issues. And I'm not going to keep ramble and repeat myself or anything. I think I mentioned all my key points, so that's, in my opinion, what Microsoft should do if they are designing the Elite 3 currently. So that's going to do it, guys. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.